Well, if anything just couldn't get any worse when I was trying to fix Mothra. I was putting too much pressure and look what happened, guys. At this point I just give up. Like, there's no point of me trying to fix anything, and I don't understand why NECA chose this system over ball joints. Like, just think about it, how easy it would have been to actually put ball joints, pop the wings out, pop them in, easy peasy. Why would they use this? It's so fragile. Like, I was trying to fix this wing, right? I was trying to glue this one on, and I was putting pressure right here, and out of nowhere this one cracked. Like, so simple, it just cracked really easy, and I just don't understand. Now check this out. Like, why couldn't they just do it so simple? So like that, why couldn't they do a system like that where you can attach the wings so easily like that? But no, they decided to go with this dumb system. At this point I actually give up on Mothra. I give up. I tried my best fixing the other wing, and out of nowhere this other one broke. Like, I just give up. I honestly need a brand new Mothra. If they ever do a brand new second version or a second released for Mothra, please NECA, don't use this system anymore. You have to use ball joints on every single tip of the wing. Use ball joints. Why use this when you know it's very delicate, it can break? When you take her, okay, when you open the box, right, you take her out of the packaging, you have to grab her like that. That puts a lot of pressure in between her wings, which leads to a lot of the wings breaking because this part is so fragile. So why not make this part plastic or just a better material with a ball joint? I just don't understand. Same thing goes for Rodan. Like, I don't know, man. I'm probably just complaining too much, but I honestly give up on Mothra. Like, all of my hopes are gone. Most likely, Jesus, man. So in my previous video, when I was recording the Rodan review, I accidentally broke Mothra, and I didn't mean to. And there goes my luck, just breaking Mothra. Supposedly, you have me putting her to the side so she could be safe from any damage or just falling, and next thing you know, I'm the one that breaks it. I'm over here trying to get a cool pose for Rodan. I lean over with my elbow cracks Mothra's wing, and there goes her life. I'm trying to fix it, but it's just not working. I'm not sure why. Okay guys, so yesterday I was trying to fix this wing that I broke, and while I was trying to fix it, I accidentally broke the second wing as well, and it actually broke from this section right here. So I was pretty much left with this. The rest of the part right here with the metal rod, I don't know where it fell, but I pretty much lost it, so I had to resculpt the whole section. Well, this whole section right here, I had to resculpt that because, like I told you, the other plastic part just fell and I lost it. I just couldn't find it anymore. And after that, I had to let it dry overnight and day, and I had to go in and paint this section right here with a black and gray and a white, so it matches her wing color right here. And I also did the same thing for this section because it was pretty white, so I wanted both of the sides to match in the same color with her bottom wings, so it just looks more natural in that way. So yes, unfortunately both of the wings on her broke, so that means no more stop motion for her in the future. So yes, I'm gonna have to buy a brand new Mothra at the moment because this is no good anymore. And if I do get a second one, I will be customizing this one like I told you guys. And sadly, I just couldn't find any fixes. Like, my second option that I wanted to do with her was actually make ball joints for her, but I realized when this little part right here fell, the rod or whatever, the metal section right here fell, I noticed that her hole was actually pretty small, and it's no good. Like, if I wanted to make a ball joint, like, I needed a much bigger hole, and if I would have made a bigger hole, then I would be damaging her face right here, part of her face. And this let me show you. So this top section right here would be damaged, and I didn't want to risk it anymore. and obviously the bottom wings would be damaged as well. So I don't know, I think NECA should have gave us ball joints instead of those metal rods or whatever, because they feel very fragile. So I don't know, maybe if they do a second release they could have used ball joints on that, where you can actually turn her wing backwards and forwards and all the way up and all the way down. Now I want to talk about Rodan for a little bit, because in my review I told you guys how he can actually look all the way down like this, and it turns out that I noticed this section just didn't match the pattern right here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the pattern didn't match. So just remember, he can actually look all the way down like that, which looks pretty good and all that, but this neck section is actually incorrect, and I don't know why it's like that. So you have to turn it around, turn his head very carefully, and there you go. You have better articulation, just like in the movie where the pilots or the jets are about to shoot Rodan, and there you go, you have a better pose. You can tell that this section right here matches the back part, and so does the bottom section right here. Or I could be totally wrong, but you do have more articulation like that if you want Rodan to look all the way up like that, or it's just like straightforward, I suppose. So I'm showing you the differences that you get, so that limits your articulation, so he no longer looks all the way down. If you want that to happen, you have to switch it up again, and there you go, he has more articulation now. He looks all the way down, but he doesn't have the same position that he did before. So it's actually like a trade-off, I suppose, and I don't know, he kind of looks cool both ways, but this way just feels more natural. So there you go, that's tip number 4, I believe, for you guys. So if this is very helpful, guys, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos of Godzilla and more tips in the future. Okay, so we know that Rodan has super loose wings like Mothra, so I want to do something different, and I'm using this today. This thing gets super hard over time, like in a few days, and I already applied some of it right here, and I'm not going to apply on this wing because I want to see results, if there's any differences between both of them or not. And this is not going to give you like the same results instantly like Mothra, like the super glue that I use. This actually takes a few days and maybe a few nights because it gets hard every time. So hopefully, I'm hoping that this gets the joints or whatever stiff enough where I don't really have to apply any super glue or anything like that. And I'll tell you guys, I'm gonna leave it over a few nights, and I'll keep you guys updated if it actually works. And if it doesn't work, then I guess we'll go with the old technique that we apply on Mothra. So this is day 1, keep that in mind, and I'll come back in a few days to give you guys the results. Okay guys, so after 2 hours I'm back, and I want to show you the progress of both of the wings so you guys can see the differences between both of them. So this is the normal one that I didn't apply anything. So you guys can see it has a hard time staying on. It feels easy to move. Now if I extend this, it's not going to hold its pose. It keeps falling off. You guys can see that. I have it on, I let it go, it falls off. Now we're going to test the other wing. Now I can already tell it feels much tighter. You guys can see that. It feels way better than it would be my left wing. This one would be the right wing. But for you guys, it's obviously backwards. But yeah, it feels much tighter. It feels good. Now if I extend his wing to add more weight, you guys can see it stays on pretty good. Now let me extend the other one. Now this is the test to see if it actually worked. I'm going to put both of them in the same position. I'm going to shake Rodan to see which one stays on the most. Whoa, big difference. You saw this one fell right away. It's very loose. This one is the one that I didn't apply anything on. So I'm quite surprised that this material that I'm using on this wing, so after 1 hour or 2 hours, I'm quite surprised that it's working really good. And I told you, the longer you leave it, the more it's going to get harder over time. And I really do like this because I never thought this would actually work for something like that. I decided to test it on one of my figures that was broken, and I left it for about 3 days, and it was super hard like a rock, super solid. So I'm quite happy because once you extend this area, it adds more weight to Rodan's wing, and that's how you can tell which wing is loose and which wing is much tighter. So there you go. I'm going to do another test. Hopefully you guys can see that. This one just falls off. The shaking test. And just look at this. Super easy to move. It feels loose. Even like that. Now this one. I can't even move it how I was moving the other one because it's just much tighter now. Now if I close his wing, you guys can hear how it's much tighter. So after 1 hour, 2 hours, this is working really good. And I'll update you guys later on to see if it works even better. After 2 hours, it's working perfectly fine, and I'll come back maybe in 3 hours or the next day to tell you guys the result on Rodan, if it's worth it or not. And so far, I'm very happy with the results I'm getting. You guys can already see a huge difference. Like, it's not even staying on. You see that? Look at that. If I extend his wing even more, it's just not staying on. This one, if I extend his wing, it stays on perfectly, where this one just keeps on falling.